Hey y'all, I just got in the car from church and I just wanted to make a video talking about how I am literally living in my answered prayer, literally already living in the received, literally just commune with a bunch of believers. I'm not religious. Everyone who knows me knows I'm not religious. I am spiritual and I do believe in the Word of God, so I love congregating with other believers regardless of our religious beliefs. I love congregating with other believers, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, and I'm realizing I'm about to go to have brunch at like one of my favorite steakhouses. I don't eat steak, but I love their brunch options. And just thinking about my entire experience right now, how all of it is my answered prayer. Getting to spend time with my best friend, getting to date people who actually has the energy of reciprocity, picking up my baby girl later, just basking in love, like basking in the infinite soul time, basking in the joy, not thinking about money, not thinking about scarcity, not thinking about lack. Like, this is my answered prayer. In every moment you get to choose to live in your answered prayer. Stop living in the future thinking, oh, when this comes then I'll do this. Stop living in the past dwelling on what you think you have lost. And come here, Goddess, come here in this moment, knowing that this moment is the moment that you get to experience all of your desires, but it's based on your perception. What are you willing to perceive reality to be? Not what you think is going to make you happy. In this moment, are you happy? And if the answer is no, what are you going to do to change it in the next moment, which is the now moment? Every moment is truly the next moment, and every moment passes through you on the infinity loop. So ask yourself, in this moment, are you the person who remember they're already abundant? And are you living from that point of creation? Are you living from that, knowing that you're already abundant, you're already rich, you're already wealthy? Doesn't matter what your bank account shows. Doesn't matter what this person said. All of those are past moments. In this moment, where is your perception? How do you feel? And for me, knowing that I am there in this moment, knowing that I'm living and basking in it, despite what's going on, is true fulfillment, is living from the answered prayer, is accepting that the moment you had the desire was fulfilled, and living in the received of it all. It's I am received. Like, whatever you say after I am, that is who you are. So I tend to say I am received with the D, knowing that I'm living in the answered prayer. I am the answered prayer. You are the answered prayer. What is it going to take you to have the confidence and the audacity to know this? When are you going to truly realize that you are the answered prayer, and you're going to be able to start living from that level of awareness? Y'all, if nothing else is going to change your life thus far on my channel, this accepting of soul time, accepting the infinity symbol is time, accepting that you are the point of creation, the middle of the infinity, and every moment passes through the middle. You are connecting every single moment. If you can just accept that, even just for a moment, if you can just accept that you are just the point of creation, everything else is your perception of reality, that is going to change your life. Because I really want you to accept, remember, understand that it doesn't matter the moment that existed before this one. It doesn't matter the moment that's going to exist after. Where is your perception now? Because now is the only moment that you will ever experience reality. And you get to choose in every now moment, where is your perception? So again, back to the whole point of the video is, where are you now? Who are you now? In this moment, do you realize you're living in the answered prayer? This moment is the moment you prayed for, but can you believe that? Can you trust that? Can you have the audacity to live from that? And every moment is an answered prayer. Literally, the moment that you got the desire, it was already answered. Again, I know I talk about the 3D being like an upside down. And I realized that the answer came before the question. And this one, you're going to have to stay with me. Meaning that I had the answer of receive before I had the question of desire, which means that I only now have the desire because I know that desire was already answered, because I know that it's possible. So the only left to come out from that is the desire, but I'm coming from the answer, meaning that I have the desire because I know that it's done. I have the desire because I know that it's possible. I have the desire because I'm coming from the received. And this goes back to the alpha, the omega, the question, the answer, the beginning, the end, because coming from your point of creation, the middle of creation, the point of creation, the end of creation, you know that because you have the answer, that's the only reason why you have the desire. And you are infinite being experiencing infinite realities. You are literally source energy. And I want you to remember yourself as the player of the game. I'm not saying this as a metaphor. You are literally source energy, and everything that you experience in this reality is from your point of existence. But can you believe? So I ask you, can you have the audacity to believe this to be true for you? Can you have the audacity to know that the moment you had the desire is because it came from fulfillment? Like, ask yourself that. Can you really think that I've only have this desire because I'm coming from fulfillment, because I'm coming from the fulfillment of that desire? Truly ask yourself that. And can you live from this point of creation? Can you live from this point of existence? Can you perceive reality this way? It's like, it's really simple. I know it sounds really complicated, but it is really as simple as those questions and moving as such. Despite what you see in the 3D, this is why your perseverance is going to be required in this season, because you're going to have to persevere. You're going to have to be persistent in this receiving era, despite what you see in the 3D, despite what the world is telling you. You're going to have to be persistent in your internal knowing. You're going to have to be persistent in knowing that you're coming from the fulfillment. That is what I mean by being persistent in the internal knowing, is being persistent that you're coming from the answered prayer, that you're coming from fulfillment, that you're approaching this desire from the answer. The question didn't come first. The answer came first. And you're going to have to move in this season, in this receiving era, as received, as I am received, and stand 10 toes down in that and move as such. But you're going to have to be bold, Goddess. You're going to have to be confident. You're going to have to exercise your power. You're going to have to practice your faith in every single moment. So yeah, you're in your receiving era. Yes, you are received, but you're going to have to be bold and confident in that here and now. Do not entertain what you don't want to experience. That's going to be number one rule in this season for you. Do not entertain what you do not want to experience. And as always, I'm happy, I'm blessed, I'm free. Yahweh, bye.